Hi. So in this video, we're going to be working by simplifying and solving inequalities and then tracing this graph. Right? So when I'm working with inequalities, I'm going to be working mostly the same as if I was solving an equation. So in this case, I'm going to start by simplifying the left side. So I have -2 plus 4x is less than 18. Now I'm going to add 2 on both sides. So 4x is less than 20. And now I'm just going to divide by 4, so x is less than 5, right? So the graph is very simple. I'm just going to mark on top of that line a circle, right? In this case, because it's just less than is not included, the 5 is not part of the solution. So it's any number that is less than 5. So that's why we're going to keep that circle open. And now I'm just going to draw an arrow to the left. Why to the left? Because all the numbers that are less than 5 are going to be to the left, right? So 5, any number that is less than 5 is to its left. The second one, again, I'm going to start by simplifying, adding like terms. So this plus that, so x plus 4 less than -3. So I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. So x is less than or equal to -7. Right? Now I do have that equal sign down there. So that means that -7, that is right here, instead of having an open circle, I'm going to close it. I'm going to shade it in. Why? Because -7 now is part of the solution. Okay, and I'm going to draw to the left because it's less than. Next one, so I have -2x plus 4 greater than 10 minus 4, so -2x is greater than 6, and -2 on both sides. That means that x is less than -3. As you can see here, I changed my sign. When I'm going to change the inequality sign, when I'm dividing by a negative number. As you can see here, I'm going to show you right here. So I have -2x greater than 6, right? The only numbers that is going to make this part greater than a positive number is that if I multiply here by a negative number. So I have negative times negative is going to be positive, right? So that's why we have to change the sign. It has to be with the signs of those numbers right there. So when I'm going to change it, when I'm dividing or multiplying times a negative numbers on both sides, So now my graph, -3, so -3 is going to be here, it's going to be open circle, and I'm going to trace it to the left. The next one, I'm going to start simplifying there, so I have that x is greater than 4, and that's it there. So x is greater than 4, that means that I'm going to do an open circle on top, and it's going to go now to the right, because it's all number greater than 4, so those numbers are to the right. Now, I'm going to start in this one by simplifying 7n less than n minus 10. So now I'm going to subtract n on both sides. So 6 minus 8n is less than -10. Now I'm going to subtract -6 on both sides, so -8n is less than -16. And now I'm just going to divide by -8. As you can see, I'm dividing by -8 on both sides of the exercise. That means that I'm going to flip my inequality sign. So this is n is greater than 2. So this is an open circle here, and it is going to the right. So on this one, I have negative 4r minus 10 greater or equal to negative 6r plus 6. So let's write it down here so we can work with it. So minus 10 greater than or equal to negative 6r plus 6. I'm going to start by adding 6r on both sides. So I have 2r minus 10 greater than or equal to 6 plus 10. 2r is greater or equal to 16. And now I'm just going to divide by. So r is greater than 8. As you can see, the sign, the inequality sign is the same, right? Because I divided by a positive number. Now, so my graph, top of 8, is going to be a shaded circle because it's included, is equal to, and it's going to the right. So 2 minus 2n less than 1 minus n. So I'm going to add n on both sides. So 2 minus n less than 1 minus 2 on both sides. So negative n is less than or equal to negative 1. And now I'm going to divide by negative 1 on both sides, right? Or multiply times negative 1 on both sides. It's the same. So n is greater than 1. As you can see, again, I'm switching that sign because I'm multiplying or dividing by a negative number. So 1 right there. And it's just going to the right. So I have 18 minus 6p greater than, okay? This is very important that I have 6 minus 6 times 7 minus 8p. Following order of operations, I know that I'm going to distribute first. I'm not going to subtract those two first. I'm going to distribute first at 6. So 6 minus 42 plus 48p. Now I can simplify. So I have negative 36 plus 48. Right? So plus 6p plus 6p. So 18 is greater than negative 36 plus 44, 54p. 54p. And I'm going to add 36 on both sides. So 54 is greater than 54p. And now I'm just going to divide by 54. So that means that 1 is greater than p. Again, let's read it right there. So 1 is greater than p. That means that if I go the other way, p is less than 1. So if 1 is greater than p, that means that all the values of p has to be less than 1. So I'm going to mark it right there. It's going to be an open circle because it's just greater than, and it's going to my left again. 1 is greater than p, so that means that any value that is included on that graph has to be less than 1, because 1 is greater than every single number of that solution set. And that's it for this lesson. May the force be with you.